Hey Jude, don't make it bad. Take a sad song and make it better. Remember to let her into your heart, then you can start to make it better. Hey Jude, don't be afraid. You were made to go out and get her. The minute you let her under your skin, then you begin to make it better. And anytime you feel the pain, Jude, refrain. Don't carry the world upon your shoulders. For well you know that it's a fool who plays it cool and making the world a little colder. Na na na, na 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 na, hey Jude. Na 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 na, na 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 na, hey Jude. How's it going, folks? This is Wayne R back with another lesson and an amazing song as always. Today we're looking at the Beatles and Hey Jude. Probably one of the most famous songs by the Beatles, if not the most famous song. You know, it's a great one to sing at gigs. This, if you're a bit short on your set list, you can make the outro on this last about 20 minutes. So I'm not giving any secrets away there. There we go. So, but a great one to get down. There is different versions of this knocking about. I have done this one before with a capo on the first fret. This is a slightly different version. I think I prefer this version. It's a little bit easier to play. However, there is one bar chord in it, so if you're a beginner and you're just getting into bar chords, you know, maybe this could be the ideal song. And if you do want the chords, lyrics and strumming pattern, as always, I'm going to post it up on my Patreon page, so I'll put a link to that in the comments. They'll also put a link in the description. And the way that works, you just click on the link, sign up for as little as a couple of quid a month or however much you guys want to pledge. It's all very much appreciated. All generally goes back into the lessons, and it gives you guys access to not only this song, pretty much everything I've done over the past just over 3 years now. So there's a lot of content up there. There's some exclusive videos that are on YouTube. There's videos from the archive, and there's also stuff to coincide with some of the technique lessons I've done. So if you're into the scales and blues stuff, there's stuff to coincide with that as well. So what you're waiting for, link in the comments, link in the description. If you don't want to do that and you'd like to show some appreciation in a different way, I've got a new feature which is a super thanks link that's just under the video there. You can click on that, make a small donation. Thanks for your continued support. Thanks everyone who's subscribed and continues to do so. It's very much appreciated. Now, a further way you could help me out, if you haven't done already, is hitting that little notification bell that's just under the video there, so you can keep up to date with all the videos that are put out. And another way that you could help me out, if you want to, please go over and give me a like on social media. So I'm Wayne R Guitar on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and now also TikTok, as you always say. I'm trying to get down with the kids. Anyway, that's enough of me rambling. Without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, so the song is in standard tuning, but as you can see, for this version, you're going to want the capo up on the 3rd fret, okay? Just while we're talking about capos, I'd like to give the G7th Capo company a quick plug. This is a performance-free model. I don't know if you can see that. It's got my name sort of inscripted on the top. So it's a personalised one. But if you're on the market for a capo, what I would say, so these are great, you know, light, strong, reliable, durable capos. So, you know, I've also got a performance too, and Sylvia, probably seen that in other videos. I've had that for the best part of 16 years now. It's never let me down. So, like I say, if you're on the market for a capo, I'll put a link to that in the description. That's a G7th Capo. Okay, so the verse for this, you're going to start with a D chord. Then it's going to go to an A. Then we're going to do an A7 into an A7 sus4. Now I'm doing that A7 there with my 2nd and 3rd finger. So the A7 sus4 is just moving the 3rd finger across to the 3rd fret on the B string relative to the capo. Then we go quickly back into the A and then a D. So that A7 and that A7 sus4 is the word sad song. I'll just sing that first line so you can see how that gels together. So we got, hey Jude, don't make it bad. Take a sad song and make it better. Okay, so that's going to be your first line. The second line, we start with a G, then it's going to go to D, A, A7, and then a D. So that line, remember to let her into your heart, then you can start to make it better. Little stop goes again. Hey Jude, don't be afraid. You were made to go out and get her. The minute you let her under your skin, then you begin to make it better. Okay, so the chords to the chorus, we switch from that D at the end of the verse there into a D7. That's going to be your first chord for the chorus. Then it's going to go to a G, quick change into a B minor, that's where your bar chord comes in, E minor, G, A7, and then a D, and then that's going to repeat again. So what we get is, so anytime you feel the pain, hey Jude, refrain, don't carry the world upon your shoulders. So that repeats, D7, well you know that it's a fool who plays it cool by making this world a little colder. Okay, the little interlude there goes from a D, D7, and then into an A7. Hey Jude, and then we do another verse which is exactly the same, another chorus, and then we got another little interlude. We got one more verse which takes us into the outro. So the chords to the outro, like I say, if you're at a gig, a little tip, make this go for about 20 minutes, keeping everybody singing. There we go. So don't tell anyone I told you that. Here we go. So the outro is going to be a D, C, G, and then back to a D again. Okay, and that goes on for quite a while. As I said, if you're short on songs, you can let it go for about 20 minutes. So there we go. So it'll go na 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 na. Jude, 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 na 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 na. There on a D. Okay, so that goes for as long as you want it to, that ending. It's a good one to finish on, always a good one to last in your set. So there we go. So that just leaves us with a strumming pattern. So what I tend to do on this, the chords that go for a bar, I'll do a down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up. So if we hear that, we got okay, and the chords that go for half a bar, we do a down, 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 up. That's a down, 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 up. So what we get is particularly some of those chords in the chorus. So the D7, that'd be the okay, and that is pretty much all you're gonna need. Okay, so thanks very much for watching. Hope you all dug that. Like as I said, a great song, and if you don't like that song, you don't like music. In fact, if you don't like the Beatles, come on, you don't like music. I've actually got a friend who, every time I meet up with him, we end up arguing about this. He always says the Beatles are the most overrated band of all time. Completely disagree. You know, the Beatles are probably one of the most influential bands of all time. You know, we wouldn't have bands like Oasis and all the Britpop movement if it wasn't for, you know, the Beatles. So very important band, and they were only together for 10 years. So there we go. So hope you all dug that. As I said, if you know, play gigs, this is a great one to stick in your set. It always gets the crowd going, this particularly with that ending. You know, it's a great song to finish your set on. So as I said, hope you all enjoyed that. So if you got any other requests for any other Beatles songs, I have done one or two of the, the main ones, the obvious ones are there. But if there's any obscure ones or any Beatles songs you'd like to see me do, or it doesn't even have to be Beatles related, it can be anything 50s to modern day. It's going to work well on an acoustic or an electric guitar within reason. So the easiest way to put a request in is obviously in the comments below the video, or if you want to find me a personal message over on those social media platforms I suggested at the start of the video, you're very welcome to. I just always point out that I do get quite a lot of requests and I do have to sort of hand pick them a little bit. But don't let that put you off. Please do keep your requests coming, because that's what keeps this channel going and it's very much appreciated. Another thing that's very much appreciated, I'll quickly mention it again. Thanks if you are subscribed, I really appreciate that. Now if you haven't done already, a further way you could help me out and yourselves out by keeping up to date with the videos is hitting that little notification bell that's somewhere down there. The Patreon thing, sorry to keep banging on about it, you want the chords, lyrics and strumming patterns to not only this song, pretty much everything I've done over the past 3 years, so there's a link to that in the comments, also a link in the description. If you don't want to do that and you'd like to make a small donation, I've got a super thanks link. Very sorry about all this pointing, just showing you where everything is. That's just under the video there. And another way that you could help me out, this doesn't cost you guys a penny, but it's really, really helpful to me, and that's word of mouth. So if you dig what I do, please like and share my videos, tell your friends, tell your work colleagues, anyone plays a guitar, please point them in my direction. I'd really appreciate that. So that just leaves me to say, whatever time of day it is you're watching, whether it be morning, day, night, thank you very much, and I'll catch you all for lesson very soon. Take care.